Hi, welcome to my new review. Sorry if my head's a bit out of shot here, because last time I was on a swivel chair and this time I'm not, so I'm just going to have to stay in one place really this time. And this time, last time I reviewed The Cut, which is a drama that I like on BBC Switch, if you've seen that, and this time I wanted to review another thing on Switch. I've I've tried doing a few reviews since then, but it's proven to be quite difficult. But after a couple of requests, I've decided to make this one. Anyway, like I said, this is another thing on Switch. This one's a sitcom, and it's Off the Hook, which you might have seen, you might not. But if you have seen it, just let me know what you think of the programme. Anyway, I'm going to go through the characters a bit, like I did last time. The main character in Off the Hook is Danny, and he's played by Jonathan Bailey. And he's kind of your normal teenage guy, really. It's about a group of university students, by the way. So yeah, they've all just started at university. And Danny's just normal, and he just wants to escape his home life because he's got a really, really embarrassing best mate. But then that best mate turns up at the university, which is basically the premise of the show. So, anyway, his best mate is called Shane, and he's played by Danny Morgan. And Danny Morgan, I think, is an excellent actor. I haven't seen him in anything else, but he just makes me laugh because he plays a gormless idiot so well. And they're sharing a flat with 3 other people. There's Fred, who's played by James Buckley, and James Buckley is very, very well known. Sorry, my screen keeps doing that. I hate it. I will try very, very hard not to make it. I'll try very hard to stop it from doing that in the rest of my video. But anyway, James Buckley is very well known because he's Jay in The Inbetweeners. Now, The Inbetweeners, as everyone knows, is incredibly popular. Personally, I've never liked it. Now, please don't post loads of comments saying, oh, The Inbetweeners is fantastic or something, because I know a lot of people like it. I don't really see what anyone sees in it, but anyway, this thing isn't about The Inbetweeners, it's Off the Hook. So anyway, James's character, Fred, is very different to Jay. He never smiles, he never laughs, he never finds anything funny. He just kind of sits there like this. But at the same time, he's fantastic, and he's a really excellent character. And surprisingly, he's very popular with everyone else at the university. It's kind of a standing joke that he has all these opportunities open to him, and he doesn't really want them. And then there's Scarlett, who's blonde, feisty, political, and she's played by Joanna Cassidy. And basically, she and Danny kind of fancy each other, like, right from the start of the series, people know that they're supposed to end up together. But invariably, Danny keeps screwing it up, or Shane screws it up for him. And, well, I won't say what happens at the end of the series, but it's quite good. And then the final person they're sharing a flat with is Weird Bloke. And Weird Bloke is a bit odd. He's known as Weird Bloke because he stays shut up in his room for a while. And we do see Weird Bloke eventually. I'm not going to tell you anything about what happens when we do see this person, because it's a bit of a surprise. But anyway, that's it. And as well as those, there are a few recurring characters. My favourite recurring character, I can't remember who plays him, but he's one of the staff at the university. He's called Keith, and all he does is play guitar and talk about when he was in Africa. And he's one of those very, very embarrassing people that seem to occur invariably in sitcoms. Felicity Montague appears in the first and last episodes as Danny's mum, like right at the start and right at the end of the series. And the first episode, she's not really a recurring character, but I'd say she's important because, well, she's very important in the first episode. I thought she was going to be a regular, but Fiona Ryan plays Becky in episode 1, who's not a regular. She's just in episode 1, but she's introduced kind of as a regular. I think it was because originally the first episode was like a pilot of 5-minute episodes, and then they made that the first episode of Off the Hook. So what else can I tell you? Oh yeah, it's been released on DVD. This is the DVD here. Yes, here it is. That's, oh, my finger. Sorry, it's difficult to make sure see where my finger is, but that's Danny. that's Shane, that's Fred, and that's Scarlett. And I've got the DVD obviously because I've just shown it to you, but it got scratched quite soon after I got it, so I'm not sure how good quality it is because I was keeping it in its box all the time. So you really only need the DVD if you want the special features, because you can watch all the episodes for free online. If you just Google "Watch Off the Hook" online, I think it's the first link that comes up. Maybe it's the second link, but I think it's the first one. They've only made one series. As far as I know, I don't think there are any plans to make a second series. I think it's just the one. Although I'm not sure if it's been axed or if the producers just didn't feel like making another one. I think probably they just didn't feel like it, because although it's brilliant, I don't think it would have worked so well for another series. It just wouldn't have the same spontaneity. And I think that's all I can really tell you. It's not really as long as my other videos, but I think that's all I can really say about it without giving too much away. So yeah, the episodes are out there, so check them out. There are 7 episodes in the first series. They're all half an hour long. So yeah, check it out. It's a great show. I'll see you in my next video should I make one. Goodbye.